Hello, I want to thank you for clicking on my channel. I'm PI187. Today, since it's like, what, 4 days away from Christmas, I figured I might as well react to Christmas in Germany. This video is called Germany Christmas Traditions, I believe. 5 German Christmas traditions you should know. Okay. I'm sure they're going to be different than what I have going on here in Canada. Christmas is a big thing here. And I've seen from the videos I've seen of Germany so far, it's a huge thing in Germany. Probably one of your biggest celebrations of the year, other than maybe Oktoberfest. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know it's pretty big. I know you don't care for Halloween. I did a video about that. I never got one good comment, so it's not your cup of tea, whatever. Been doing it here for over 50 years anyways, and I grew up with Halloween, so I have no problem giving kids candy nowadays because, I had some comments about like, oh, I don't want to give, but there's, we're all kids at one point, and that's when it's fun. And then, you get the crappy part where you got to give out the candy and kids come to you. It is what it is. It's a give and take. But we've been doing that here in Canada my whole life. Someone called it a fad. If it's a fad, it's the longest fad that's ever went on in history. No more of a fad than Christmas. But anyhow, yeah, I know you guys do like Christmas, so let's check this out. And there's another video on here I might check out after too. I was thinking about because it looked kind of neat. And this is a very short video. This is under 4 minutes, so this won't take long. If you want, could you please hit like, maybe make a comment? That'd be awesome. Let's just get on with this.
People in Germany celebrate Christmas a little differently than in other countries. Here are 5 German Christmas traditions steeped in history. German cities and towns come alive with the spirit of Christmas at open-air markets where you can keep warm with hot mulled wine and tasty treats. Artists, toy makers, and candy makers also sell their goods at markets.
Sorry, but second, I'll go back. These cookies, I've seen them. I believe you also sell them on Oktoberfest too. Giant gingerbread cookies with icing on them and have little sayings in them. I was pretty amazed by them then, and I'm still amazed by them now. I definitely would love to eat one of them. Now, someone said in the comments they're more for decoration than eating, but I don't know. I'm a big fan of gingerbread.
Artists, toy makers, and candy makers also sell their goods at markets like Nuremberg's Christkindlesmarkt, one of the world's oldest and most famous Christmas markets.
Alle Jahre wieder öffnet der Christkindlesmarkt in Nürnberg für Jung und Alt seine Pforten.
1960.
Der traditionsreiche Markt mit seinen vielen Buden lockte Tausende von Besuchern an, unter ihnen auch viele Ausländer. Natürlich soll hier verkauft werden. Für viele jedoch und besonders für die Kinder ist das Betrachten und Bestaunen wichtiger.
On Christmas Eve, the sound of gunfire cuts through the peaceful atmosphere of the Bavarian Alps. Local shooting clubs, dressed in traditional attire, mark the birth of Jesus with their firearms.
Und alle Jahre wieder steigen Männer aus Berchtesgaden mit altertümlichen Böllern auf den Berg hinauf, um das Christkindl anzuschießen und die bösen Geister zu verjagen.
Oh, doesn't that look like fun?
Another reason for the gunshots on Christmas Eve is to motivate people to get out and go to midnight mass.
Und nach altem Brauch verkünden die Böller der Weihnachtsschützen das Wunder.
Is this still a big thing there in Germany? The midnight mass? My grandparents were into it, and I remember when I was young, we went to midnight mass a couple times before Christmas. Me and my children have never done it. And I didn't even do it a lot with my mother either, just a couple times with my grandparents. I think my grandpa did it every year. He was very into church and whatnot. My mother, not so much. And then me, and my kids and wife not so much. Now my mother-in-law, she lives at the church, so I guarantee she goes to it.
Von Bethlehem.
In parts of Germany, it's not Father Christmas or Santa Claus who brings kids gifts on Christmas Eve. Instead, it's the Christkind. He looks like an angel, but originally is based on the baby Jesus. St. Nicholas also gives gifts on December the 6th. He puts them in kids' boots if they've done a good job at shining them.
Okay, that is totally different. Yeah, because we obviously do the whole Santa Claus thing here in Canada. Never even heard of this angel type Jesus character thing, but same cup of tea basically, just a little different. The boots thing's completely different though. That's something we do not do here. Never heard of that before. So I imagine on, what was they said, the 5th, December 5th, kids probably get up and check their boots. I guess it's a good way to motivate kids to keep their boots nice and clean too, I guess.
Now, Christmas trees are an international favorite, but the current custom got its start in 16th century Germany. It took a long time for the trend to catch on in other countries. Christians in America originally rejected the custom as being pagan, until German settlers brought the tradition with them in the late 1700s. England's Queen Victoria and Prince Albert both had German roots. For many people, seeing them with a Christmas tree in 1848 was a game changer. After that, the custom became much more widespread. By the way, even today, Germans like to light candles in their Christmas trees, which in other places is banned due to fire hazards. These are just...
Yeah, I could totally see why that'd be banned. That would be... I imagine a lot of houses set on fire back in the day because of light or candles on their trees. I actually got some really nice lights off Amazon. My son's girlfriend's parents were getting rid of their tree. They had a 7-foot fake Christmas tree. I know I mentioned I was thinking about getting a small one this year or even a real one, but my son said that their parents were getting rid of this 7-foot fake tree, and it was much nicer than my 6-foot, really, really old, crappy fake tree that I had. It kind of, it's been through time. It was my mother's. She had it all, me growing up, and then I've had it through my kids all growing up, and it's had its day. It's time for it to go. And so anyhow, I got this new one. Like I said, it's 7 foot tall. It's really, really nice, and all my decorations are all silver and blue. Everything I have is silver and blue that I put on my tree. I've been doing it for probably 5 years now anyways, doing the silver and blue thing. And I didn't have a whole lot of lights. And I put the lights on it because this tree is much bigger than my other tree. It looked really like it needed more. So I went on Amazon and I got a 100-foot strand of these LED lights, which $20, like, you can't go wrong. Like, I was pretty shocked. So anyhow, 100 feet's obviously a lot of lights. I wrapped it all around it. It looks really awesome. And they do different things. So I usually go with the all-white light with the silver and blue on my tree. But these lights can go from white to colored, and it actually looks really nice. It does it really slow. It's colored right now, and then it'll slowly transition to all white, like really bright white lights. And then it slowly transitions back to color, and it really looks good with the blue and silver ornaments and everything on it. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Pretty impressed that you can get 100 feet of lights for $20 too. I was kind of blown away. It's definitely better than back in the day of having to, have those packs of little lights and you're screwing them in and whatnot, or the little tiny ones for your tree that you would stick in, and if one goes, the rest of them are all dead, and you have to sit there and test every one to find out which one doesn't work, to find out why your whole string doesn't work. And I guarantee they were probably a little more pricier than $20 for like 100 feet. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, sorry to get sidetracked there. But yeah, look at the background there. That's insane. Lots of
A
decorations.
few of Germany's traditions that bring the holiday spirit to life. Different regions and even different families have their own unique ways of celebrating. What are some of your holiday traditions?
So I was expecting more of this to be traditions of today. Maybe they still are, but a lot of that video was like said it showed back in the 60s and the 50s. Do people still go out and do the shooting of the guns on Christmas Eve? Like, is that still a thing? Does a lot of people still do this midnight mass, or is it kind of worn down? Because I know like people were a lot more religious back in the day than, and as generations go on, they tend to lose interest. Or is that still a huge thing in Germany? Because over here, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't know too many people that go to midnight mass before Christmas. Like I said, my grandparents did, and I can guarantee my mother-in-law does. Like, she probably spends the whole weekend there. She spends every weekend there, to be honest. And then Wednesdays, and like she's a little bit obsessed with it. So it's her thing. But anyhow, yeah, that wasn't too bad. I got another video I think I might check out that will show more of kind of what the Germany Christmas is all about, because that one really didn't have the most, like, it just kind of showed a lot of it. Like I said, it showed it was old, so I got a gist of it anyways. I do know you guys do love your Christmas, and the history goes back super, super far. And it's kind of funny to sit there, and I noticed, like, it started there and then came to the Americas, and they're like, oh, we don't want no part of that trend. And it's kind of funny because you guys called Halloween a trend, and it's been going on here for as long as I've been alive, and I'm almost 50. And yeah, I kind of get people might not like it when they're old, but when you're a kid, it's a very fun holiday. It's not really a holiday. You don't get no days off school, and you still go to school, you still go to work. It's done at night, so but it's just a tradition that we've done here. Well, like I said, as long as I've been alive. I wouldn't really call it a fad anymore when it's been going on for longer than 50 years. And I wouldn't call Christmas a fad. Like, it's pretty much everywhere now. It's just the way it is. But anyhow, if you could like or comment, this would be awesome. If you want to subscribe, that'd be amazing, because I see every time I do a video, I go less subscribers instead of more, which that's not the point of this YouTube, so that kind of sucks. But anyhow, it is what it is. And you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, and Merry Christmas from Canada. Bye for now.